Good evening, everyone. Hi, Duncan. Hi, Ian. Straight down to business. And the bot, what is it about? It sounds sort of slightly more complicated and magical than it really is. In essence, it's a device that enables Ian to place the bets that he wants onto your account. And he's been running services for years, and in the last couple of years, an exclusively exchange-friendly service. And the only difference the bot makes is to place those bets for you without you having to do it yourself. So all the selections will be made by Ian. They're not by some sort of computer that could go mental and start placing bets you don't want. All it does is replicate what Ian would be making for his own bets. The only difference being you choose the staking level. So yeah, the scope of the bot is simply to place those bets. It was designed and built with Betfair's approval, so you're not going to have your account closed. It doesn't stop you doing what else you want to do with Betfair. And all we can see is whether or not the bets that Ian has made are placed on your account. We can't see any of your other activity. We can't see your balance, your password, or anything like that. The security has been approved and encrypted by Betfair. So it takes a couple of minutes to set up. If that, very simple. It's not a flat pack furniture type thing. You'll get a couple of instructions, and you just click on a few buttons, such as putting in a valid expiry date, for example, in the future rather than the past, and that's about as complicated as it gets. So once it's up and running, Ian will make his bets for the tournaments that week. I'm recording this in advance, so apologies if I'm repeating something that's already been said, but the main focus will be the win market on the main golf tournaments that week, plus a collection of side bets on the two or three balls. So the players that are playing in groups together, and tournament matchups where Betfair pick um, pairs of players who are fairly evenly matched in their eyes. Ian will take a stance, and on both forms of bets, he'll be looking for the value where the odds are slightly wrong. With his group of selections for the outright market, um, he will end up giving a chance something like a 40% success rate. So you still have all the excitement of the Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, as you invariably have someone to cheer on. But this happens far more regularly with Ian's mature approach. It's not the sexiest betting approach in the world. You're not going to suddenly win thousands because a 200 to 1 shot has won, and you've had the same stake on it as the favourite. But it sort of grinds away. There are regular winners. He will win a tournament more weeks than not, or certainly has done since I've been following, since the turn of the year. And um, it's more akin to sort of Asian handicap betting on football, where um, the with his collection of golfers, you have a collective um, chance of winning of around about 40% on most weeks, sometimes 50%. Now, the chances of losing tournaments, if you have a 50% chance, the chance of losing 10 in a row is 1,023 to 1. So um, you're not going to have long losing runs with this approach, and that's a downfall of many golf services. Even if you have 10 golfers at 200 to 1, you've still only got roughly a 5% chance of winning that tournament. So the stakes have to be low because you're going to go months at a time on occasions without getting a winner. So it's very different here. So all in all, with the approach, and as I say, it's a mature way of approaching golf. You're still looking for value. You're still looking for players that are wrongly priced in Ian's eyes, but you're having a much higher strike rate, and you get all the enjoyment, and you don't actually need to do anything with the bot. The results are powered by Betfair. They'll be automatically updated. You just log in, you see how they've done. Um, so the bets are placed for you. The results are generated by Betfair for you. It couldn't be easier. All you have to do is set it up and have enough funds in your account, and the bets will be placed. The one thing to note, though, is that because of the high strike rate, you are able to stake slightly more than you would be if you were just backing a few 200 to 1 shots, um, because there are going to be very few ups and downs. So choose a staking level according to what you're comfortable with, and when and where you'll be able to cover all the bets. We've had a couple of people who've not had enough in their account. Some of the bets have gone on, but not all of them, and that's not really going to work. It's not quite following the service as you're meant to. So I would just recommend having a staking level that you're comfortable with, and also that you'll easily be able to cover all the bets that are made. I'm sure Ian will talk more about that, but typically he'll have 2 or 3 tournaments a week. Each tournament will have about 4% of the bank, and then there'll be a collection of side bets on top of those. So I think it's a really good service, and I'll let Duncan and Ian carry on, and hope that was of some use. And if you join, then good luck with the service.